Hello everyone, thank you once again for checking out my channel, Imperii Auto. This channel is a passion project I started a couple months ago, talking about everything automotive and truck related, news, reviews, classics, and more. If you're enjoying the content I'm posting, I would greatly appreciate if you threw me a like and a subscribe. I think for today's video there might be a little bit of controversy, so I'm expecting a lot of comments. I love to talk cars, so please throw me a comment below. Let's get rolling, everyone. We are going to go through an editorial review and some of my own personal thoughts on the new 2022 Honda Civic Si. I'll start out with some bullet points here, abbreviated stuff directly from Honda, and then we'll go into some more detail in each area of the new 2022 Honda Civic. They say this is the best handling and most fun to drive Civic Si ever. The all-new Civic targets a new generation of young and driving enthusiasts with an exciting new design and a richer, more engaging driving character. The Civic Si boasts updated turbocharged engine, standard manual transmission, that's a good thing, limited slip differential, and a sport-tuned suspension with available summer tires. The Civic Si is a performance icon in the sport compact segment, offering affordable, high performance for 4 decades. High-tech sporty interior includes SI-specific sports seats and accents. Alright, according to Honda, they are saying the best handling, best equipped, and most fun to drive Civic Si ever is coming to Honda dealers later this year to entice a new generation of young driving enthusiasts. Based on the all-new 11th generation Civic Sedan, the turbocharged 2022 Civic Si sets a new benchmark for sport compact sedans, with improved dynamic performance and updated manual transmission now featuring the rev-matching system from the Civic Type R. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Civic Si is a performance icon that has offered affordable, high performance for 4 decades, and the new Honda Civic Si continues that legacy, said Dave Gardner, Executive Vice President of National Operations, American Honda Motor Corps, Inc. It is just a blast to drive. It's hands down the best Civic Si we've ever offered to our customers, says Gardner. A little bit about the updates to the interior. It says inside the new SI-specific sports seats with embroidered SI logos and red contrast stitching are standard. This also is the first Civic Si with a large 9-inch HD color touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, and a Bose Centerpoint 2 premium sound system. Talks a little bit about some updated safety features, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But let's go into a bullet point list here of what is new. The updated 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with a broader power curve and lighter flywheel for quicker response and improved drivability. Improved short-throw 6-speed manual transmission with standard rev matching, which again, I said that's pretty cool, like on the Z and the Corvette C7, correct? It is directly from the Civic Type R, and of course the Civic Type R. Retuned suspension improves ride quality and takes SI handling to the next level. 60% stiffer steering system torsion bar improves feel and response. Also says here, drive mode system features a new individual mode for customized driving experience. I'm guessing you can set suspension settings and throttle response and that kind of stuff, maybe? We'll see here a little bit later on. Sporty SI-specific design cues add attitude and improve aerodynamic performance. We'll talk about the looks in a little bit. A new blazing orange pearl exterior. I think you'll see that in a lot of these press photos. And the driver-focused interior features SI-specific body stabilizing sports seats with dynamic red accents and contrast stitching. They've said that about 3 times now. They're really proud of that red stitching. All right, let's get into a little more detail about this powertrain. It says here the 2022 Civic Si is powered by an updated high-output VTEC 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So it's an updated version of the previous SI's 1.5. It says with broader power curves than before. The engine's peak torque is 192 foot-pounds. It now arrives 300 RPM sooner for a quicker punch off the line and on tight corners. Performance is also improved at the top of the tack, where the engine maintains more output between its 200 horsepower power peak at 6,000 RPM and its red line of 6,500. Wasn't the old one a little more powerful? So 205, I think, 210. So they detuned it, I guess, for some reason. I mean, 5 horsepower-ish is not the end of the world, but that's interesting. Also says, improving the sound of the engine is the new dual-coil silencer exhaust system that increases exhaust flow 27% compared to the Civic Touring. I'm curious how that compares to the old Si. Not sure why they're referencing the Touring here, but okay. To complement the engine's natural exhaust note inside the cabin, Civic Si uses an improved active sound control system that can produce high-quality sound over a wider range of it. Yeah, so they're pumping fake engine noise into the stereo system. Nice. Has a new single-mass flywheel. It's 26% lighter than the dual-mass unit used in the previous Si. Now, that's a good thing. The flywheel's 30% reduction in inertia gives the 1.5-liter turbo engine a snappier throttle response for an even sportier driving experience, while also improving drivability. To maximize available traction when accelerating, power is routed to the front wheels through a standard helical limited slip differential. Now this is cool. Save the manuals. Equipped exclusively with the manual transmission, the SI's 6-speed has been updated for enthusiast drivers with improved shift and feel and 10% shorter throws. A new, more rigid shift lever mounting bracket and new leather-wrapped aluminum shift nods similar to the Civic Type R's contribute to the improved feel. Talks a little bit more about the rev matching for the first time. The Civic Si features a rev matching system directly from the Civic Type R. With the same 430 millisecond response time as the Civic Type R in sport mode, the new rev matching system will blip the throttle when it detects downshift, quickly and perfectly matching revs. The net result of these changes is noticeably richer and more engaging driving experience, made even more so with a substantial dynamic improvement. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about the handling. Honda has emphasized a big deal on this improved handling for this new Civic. In terms of body stiffness, this is the most rigid Civic Si ever, with an 8% increase in torsional rigidity and a 13% increase in bending rigidity compared to the outgoing Si. Like the 2022 Honda Civic Sedan, the new Si also benefits from a 0.5-inch wider rear track for additional stability, and a 1.4-inch longer wheelbase for a smoother ride, as well as greater high-speed stability. The Si's 107.7-inch wheelbase is the longest in its class. To maximize handling and driver enjoyment, spring rates are 8% stiffer in front and 54% stiffer in the rear, 54%, compared to the Civic Sedan. New dampers also have been tuned specifically for the Si. The front McPherson struts feature reinforced upper mounts to handle the increased cornering loads, and thicker front 27mm hollow and rear 18mm solid stabilizer bars compared to the Civic Sedan to minimize body roll. To improve stability, the front compliance bushings sourced from the Civic Type R are 79% stiffer than the Civic EX Sedan. Stiffer rear compliance bushings, upper arms, and B arms are also sourced from the Type R. Steering feel is improved using a 60% stiffer torsion bar connecting the rear shaft to the steering rack pinion gear. So they're pulling quite a bit of suspension stuff from the Civic Type R, which that's pretty cool. That's very interesting. Civic Si features larger brakes than the standard Civic Sedan. I would hope so. Oversized 12.3-inch front rotors and 11.1-inch rear rotors are standard, along with 235/40 R18 all-season performance tires. For drivers looking for maximum performance, summer tires will be available as a factory option. In addition to normal and sport driving modes, the SI's updated drive mode system now features an individual mode. Okay, this is what they mentioned earlier. I'm curious about this. That allows the driver to individually select engine response, steering effort, and instrument panel display color parameters for customizing driving experience. Sport mode adds throttle response, decreases steering assist, deactivates the idle stop system, I guess like a start-stop system, allows drivers to select rev match on or off, and change the instrument accent lighting from white to red. Okay, a little bit of novelty there, but that's pretty cool. All right, they talk a little bit about the exterior update. I will save my opinions till the end of the video for this, because I have some relatively strong opinions on this exterior design, but I digress. Just here, sporty design cues unique to the Civic Si add attitude to the sports sedan, while functional aerodynamics aid improve its performance. SI's new upper front bumper design is more aggressive, and its rear bumper has been reshaped to reveal two large oval exhaust tips. The front spoiler hidden under the vehicle and a gloss black rear spoiler mounted atop the trunk lid add downforce to improve high-speed stability. The Si also features gloss black trim on the exterior mirrors and window surrounds. LED headlights and taillights are also standard. Also, it has standard 18-inch 10-spoke alloy wheels finished in an SI-specific matte black, and a new vibrant SI-exclusive blazing orange pearl paint color is available. Not a bad-looking paint. Let's talk a little bit about the updated interior. I must say, from what I'm seeing so far, I really do like the interior quite a bit. Honda says here, driver focus cabin. The Civic Si's driver focus cabin features a new Si exclusive body stabilizing sport seats. They have talked about these seats a lot, with built-in head restraints and more prominent shoulder and lower thigh supports. The custom cushion has been raised by half an inch at the front, providing even better thigh support to reduce fatigue on long drives. The Si features sport seats and, there's that red contrast stitching on the doors again. Steering wheel, center armrest, shift boot, and shift knob. Class above materials are used throughout the cabin, especially on touch points, with careful attention paid to providing a premium action feel in all switchgear and controls. I have no doubt Honda will do that amazingly. They excel at that kind of stuff. The SI-specific red trim dresses the Civic's signature metal honeycomb dash panel, which serves both form and function. It isn't just beautiful, but also visually conceals the air vents for a more clean, uncluttered design. They also say this is the most technologically advanced Civic Si ever. Features a new 7-inch color instrument display with a digital tachometer on the left side, a multi-informational display in the center, and a physical speedometer dial. A 9-inch HD color touchscreen and wireless CarPlay and Android Auto integration are standard, which I mentioned before, along with the new 12-speaker premium Bose system. Honda is very good at this. They've been using multiple screens and digital readouts for decades, going back to, the old Preludes and Hondas in the 80s and whatnot. So no doubt it'll be a very nice interior. They generally are very functional, very intuitive. Well done on that one, Honda. All right, and lastly, they're talking about some of the updates in safety improvements for the Civic Si. The Civic Si features the same long list of new active and passive safety systems as the rest of the 11th generation Honda lineup. This includes the world's first application of driver and passenger frontal airbags designed to better reduce the likelihood of injuries from severe brain trauma associated with angled front collisions. The new front driver's airbag uses an innovative donut-shaped structure to cradle and hold the head to reduce rotation. Passenger front airbag uses a 3-chamber design to achieve a similar result, with 2 outer chambers designed to cradle and control head rotation. Rear seat side airbags are also standard. All Civic models, including the Si, feature an advanced capability engineering, also known as ACE, body structure that is enhanced for improved compatibility with larger vehicles. This includes improved occupant protection in angled front collisions, with a new upper A-pillar structure, side frame, and lower firewall structure. All engineered to root crash energy around the cabin, as it should. Side impact protection has also been improved with stiffer structures in the roof, side still and B-pillar doors, and the rear wheel arch and C-pillar. And like a lot of manufacturers, they also have standard Honda sensing, which is basically an active safety suite, driver assist technologies, has a radar-type camera system, more quickly and accurately identifying pedestrians, bicyclists, and other vehicles, along with road lines and road signs. It says here, Honda leadership in advancing pedestrian safety continues with new front bumper beam safety plate design to decrease leg injuries, and a hood with an embossed inner structure designed to improve pedestrian head protection performance. So there is kind of the general overview in press release form of the 2022 Honda Civic Si. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on it. I actually spoke to someone that has a previous generation Honda Civic Si, the coupe. And by the way, this is only available in a sedan now. They kind of skipped over that, but as far as I've seen it, it's sedan only right now. It seems Honda went with a much more subtle approach to the Si compared to the previous generation. The previous generation was kind of a bold leap. A lot of people love the styling. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Some people didn't. The Type R was in your face, and it had all sorts of triple spoilers and fins and hoods and creases attached all over the car. And for the type of car that it is, it worked. It was over the top and it was kind of in your face and obnoxious, but I liked it. This new Civic to me looks very subdued. The exterior design of this 2022 Civic Si looks to me like what I would expect from the standard Civic. I really like the new interior. It's subtle updates. Honda does interiors right. I'm glad they're sticking with the manual transmission, no flappy paddle gearbox, no CVT. Listen, Nissan, no more CVTs. What I really think's going on here, and I could be totally wrong, but I think this is a minimal effort to update the Civic Si as the platform makes transition to electric. And I think that's really what's happening behind the scenes here. I could be wrong. There apparently is going to be a Type R version of this new Civic. I feel it might be a bit too reserved for Honda diehards. The changes to the engine seem so minimal, other than reducing power. I still don't understand that. Maybe there's an engineering reason behind it, but the tuners have already tuned the heck out of the previous iteration of this engine, so I'm sure there's ECU tunes ready to go, and you can get a lot more power out of this thing. Let me know what you guys think. I know Honda people are diehard, and they are very passionate, especially about their Civics. So please comment below. I'd love to talk about this. Do you guys love this? Hate this? Yeah, okay. Would you buy one of these? Everything I'm reading assumes it's probably going to be about the same price as the previous Civic Si, maybe $1,000 or so more. But hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about that later in the year. So once again, everyone, thanks so much for checking out my channel. Throw me a comment below. Let's talk about this new Civic. Throw me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And have a wonderful, wonderful day.